Hey y'all, it's David Ducker coming back at you. And today we're going to be talking about sanity and insanity. Being inside of sanity and thus outside. I've been playing a lot of Call of Cthulhu lately. Call of Cthulhu is well known for having the investigators go mad or get killed. Those are your options. Two options. And I've never really used sanity mechanics before. I usually try to get the players to role play through it. But, I gave it a try, Call of Cthulhu, and I found it really, really fun. Long-term problems, phobias, disabilities, probably would be better to just role play through and not really worry about the mechanics, unless the player really wants to deal with it in story and in character. But Call of Cthulhu has the short-term insanity, and that's something I've really never dealt with. And that's been a huge amount of fun. Anytime you see something that might upset your character emotionally or intellectually, so, a dead body, if they see someone getting brutally beaten, a miscarriage of justice, a monster that should not exist, a magical spell which bends the laws of physics I'm used to, anything that might emotionally upset me, getting broken up with by my girlfriend, having a friend betray me, um, seeing that my mentor is a doppelganger, my mama wants to sacrifice me to the deep ones. Anything emotionally upsetting, or as I said, intellectually upsetting, that might upset your equilibrium, even temporarily, just cause stress, you can go and make a sanity test for this. Against your willpower or your sanity, depending on your exact rule set. And the way it works is, again, for long term, for major insanities, I would do it in story, role play it out. But the way it works short term is if you take 5 or more points within the same 5-hour period, you go temporarily insane. So that could mean just panicking, running away, becoming catatonic, rolling up into a fetal position, having a delusion, a daydream, going blind temporarily. There's a whole list of things. Pissing yourself, it could be. They've got two nice little tables for it that you can roll on. Now, these insanities only last for one scene or for a couple hours at most. I found it a really interesting way of portraying psychological damage. I saw something bad and I froze. I froze in terror, in incomprehension of it. I couldn't move. I couldn't deal with it. And I'm okay now. I'm fine now. But at the time, whoa, you know. So to have these little things happen that show the inner turmoil, the inner tumult. And this could even be like, I had to stab 3 people today, and now my hands won't stop shaking, or I'm worried about my immortal soul that I might not get into heaven because I'm a murderer. Am I a murderer? And just meditating on that, maybe you have a vision of an angel come down, and he tells you, no, it's okay, they were heathens. You're like, oh, thank you, Saint Gabriel. Oh, I feel so much better now. And everybody's looking at you because they don't see no angels, son. That can be temporary insanity. Or it could be a real angel depending on your setting, but the mechanics might be the exact same. So we've had tremendous fun with these temporary insanities. Oh, I saw a man turn into a wolf. Well, I have to make a sanity check for that. I was like, oh, I succeeded. But I still take 1 point because you have to take 1 point on certain things. Or I failed. I take a D10 or D4 of sanity damage, and D4 probably won't drive anyone completely insane, even for temporarily, but it'll add up over time. So, a tremendous mechanic I've just kind of discovered, started playing around with. It's made the game so much more fun, so much more realistic, rather than saying, oh, I killed 20 people and I'm fine. I'm not psychologically damaged. I don't have PTSD. Or I came across a murder scene, someone's intestines were ripped out, but I didn't vomit. It didn't upset me at all. Uh, in Call of Cthulhu, there's a mechanic to see if it did or not, and your stats could reflect resistance to that or not. Much like with any test, your psychological strength and toughness. So I just wanted to share that because I think this probably has a place in most games, and I've only seen it in a few games. So I'd encourage you to try sanity, especially these temporary effects. You could call them fear effects for certain ones of them. Uh, you can either roll on a table or get the players to role play through. I do either or, sometimes both. I'll roll on a table and then you describe. Or if some players want me to describe, and that's fine. So I wanted to know, how have you seen sanity done? Done well, done poorly? What rule sets do I need to test out? What do you think of sanity? Do you say, oh no, my character is a badass and he shouldn't have to make sanity tests because he can slaughter uncounted people without feeling guilty? He can watch his whole family get burned alive and he sheds no tears, for he is Meng. There might be a place for that character, but most games I don't think there is. So that's why I think sanity is important, to humanize everyone just a little bit, to portray the mental toughness. So before I ramble further, thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing your comments. Make a sanity test against rambling. And until I see you again, good day and good gaming.